Good morning, students. వినబడుతుందా బాబు? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Amma. Thank you. Just inform to all other you classmates who join to the class.
Okay, sir.
So today, discuss about another important concept. So that is the program for the subtraction of the negative numbers. So it is one of the important concept because how will represent the negative numbers in the computers, that is one of the important aspect. So for this purpose we have written one paper and published one paper also. It is available online. Just type this article, The Magic of Negative Numbers in Computers. So this is the article published maybe 3-4 years back. So you go through this paper, it gives all the details about the general concept of the negative numbers and how we'll represent. So mainly for the negative numbers, normally if we want to write the negative number, we'll keep a minus sign before the number. So how we'll write the minus sign? So because the computers will recognize only zeros and ones, so therefore how we can represent that sign? So people have thought that instead of a minus sign, we can keep one of the bit. We'll keep one of the bit for the purpose of a negative sign. One of the bit for the purpose of negative sign. So generally, the 8085 or 8051, whatever the 8-bit processor, generally 1 byte of data in a byte of information, the first bit, that is MSB. So this is the MSB bit, most significant bit, and here it is the least significant bit. If the minus is concerned, if the negative number is concerned, only these 7 bits are used for the representation of the number. Only these 7 bits are used for the number, and this bit is reserved for the purpose of indication of the sign. So that indication means here it is 1. For example, D7 is 1. Whatever the numbers in other places, if this bit is 1, the whole number is a negative number. This bit is 0, the whole number is a positive number. So like that, the MSB bit is represented as a sign. So D7 bit is represented as a sign. So therefore, if the sign is concerned, so one bit is normally without consideration of this, so all the numbers, so that is from 0, 0, 0, all zeros to all ones, that is 0, 0 to FF. So without representing this D7 bit as it is not reserved for sign, then the entire number is as a positive number. Entire number is a positive number. So therefore, in that situation, the numbers are from 0, 0 to FF. So 0, 0 to FF. Suppose this bit is concerned, if it is represented as a sign, then 0, 0 to, so 0, 0 to, then all 3 bits high, then all these 4 bits high, that is 3 bits means 7. So that is 7, and here it is F, 7F. So 0, 0 to FF are without considering the numbers, positive numbers. If sign is concerned, only 0, 0 to 7F are the positive numbers. So that is starting from the numbers. So that is 0 to positive 127, 0 to positive 127. Then if this is 1, if this is 1, then it is starting from the 0 minus 1 to minus 128. So total out of 256 numbers, digits, 256 digits, that is 0, 0 to FF, total 0 to 255, total 256 numbers. So there are 0 to 127, that total 128 positive numbers, and minus 1 to minus 128, that is total 128 negative numbers. So here it is a chart. So whether it is a positive number or the negative number. So if we are considering the positive, so in this direction, for example, this is 0. So 0, 0 to plus 127, which is moving like this, 0, 0 to 127. Later, this number, so here it is starting from minus 128, that is 8C. So 7F, so this minus 128 is called 8C. So which is coming in this direction. Okay, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, as which is going like this. Each and every digit can be represented in this fashion. So how we'll write? For example, if you are writing the numbers, for example, this is 1, so all 0. Suppose it's complemented values. If you are taking 1 and its mirror image is minus 1. Suppose the same number, if you are representing in a fashion, for example, 0, all zeros, this bit is 0, all the bits are 0, that is a 0, 0. This bit is 0, all the bits are 0 except this one, this is 1, that is 0, 1. In the same way, suppose if it is a negative number, we can keep 1 here. So keep 1 here, then take the 1 here. So that can be taken as a negative number. Suppose if we take that as a negative number, suppose 1 is here, the same fashion. For example, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 3, like that. So when this bit is 0, when this bit is 1, all the other 7 digits are used for the number. So that is so first bit is 1, then all other combinations are 1. First bit is 1, all other combinations are 2. First bit is 1, all other combinations 3, like that. If you are representing like that, that is a mirror in a image concept. If you are representing like that, then there is a problem. The problem is, for example, here 0 is there, all bits are 0. Then that is called as a 0, 0. If this is 1 is there, then all the bits are 0. So then how can we call that number? That is the positive 0 and negative 0, can we call? So it is a complexity. So if you are taking the numbers in the mirror image format, there is a problem. So that's why to eliminate that problem, to eliminate the problem, that is for the positive 0 or the negative 0. So that method is not sufficient. Therefore, the people have discovered the alternate method, that is called as a 2's complement method. 2's complement method is a perfect method to represent the negative numbers. Any number, suppose the given number, some number is there, complement for one time. So all the bits can be complemented and add 1 to that particular number. That is a 2's complement representation. So therefore, always you have to use a 2's complemented numbers. The negative number is in the form of 2's complement only. So therefore, this minus 1. So 0, 1, let us take that, we can complement it. So 0, 1 complement means what is it? So 0, 1, let us assume This is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 and 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Complement it, that will become 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 and 0. Add 1. So that will become FF. So in this way, the negative numbers, any negative number, you can write it in the binary format. Any negative number, you can write it in the binary format. Then complement it, add 1. So that will become a 2's complement format. So that is generally called as a negative number. So here it is the table. You just have a look for this table. So this is 0, positive 0, 4-bit data. So up to this is up to this, it is a 7F up to 7. So 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 9, 0, A, 0, B, 0, C, 0, D, 0, E, 0, F, 1, 0, then 1, 1, so it goes on like this up to 7F. For all this particular bit is 0. All this particular bit is 0. So then the positive number, so all these are the positive numbers. Coming to the negative numbers. If it is a negative number, so this minus 1, the minus 1 can be represented as in this format. This 1, 0, so all bits 0, this is 80. So this 80, so 1, 0, 0, 0. So you can represent this in the 2's complement form. So the 2's complement form you can represent, it is generally, normally it is a 128, 128. Its 2's complement also the this 80 format only. 80 you can write the number and its 2's complement, both are in the same way. So that value is generally minus 128. So minus 120. So this number. So this number, it is in this format 81. 81. So this is a without here this column. So completely it is a positive numbers. These three digits. So if it is sign is not concerned, this is like a plus 128, 129, 130, up to 255. Without considering the sign, the numbers are starting from 0, 0, all zeros to all high, that is FF. It is equivalent decimal number is 255. But which is moving from this side, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, up to minus 8, minus 128. These are the representation of the numbers. So here there are some of the problems for the 2's complement method. If you want, you can go through this topic. For example, 2's complement of FF. So FF means like this. You can in the binary format you can write, then complement it. All ones will become all zeros. Then add 1, that will become 0. So FF means it is 0. But here for this it is 1 symbol is there. So therefore this 0, 1 can be treated as a minus 1. So any number, there are some of the problems for the various numbers. So minus 105 equivalent to hexadecimal. So 105 in the X format it is 69. So it's 1's complement form and 2's complement form you can write. So 97H. So this 97, which is having a 1 at the starting of the data, that is 1001 01111 like that. So therefore this is a minus 105. So 97 if the negative numbers are concerned. Similarly, how will do the various operations? So addition operation, subtraction operation. So here addition means the let us assume this one, minus and minus, both the negative numbers. So this is one negative number, this is another negative number. How we can add the two negative numbers? How we can add the two negative numbers? So that means this minus 1 means it is FF, minus 1 is again FF, therefore please, you can add these two numbers. So here you can add like this, we'll get the FE, that is a minus 2. So minus 2 representation is minus 1 plus minus 1 is minus 2. Similarly, you can go for the subtraction. So subtraction means, let us take A minus B, which can be written as A minus of plus B also. So this one, A minus of minus B, that is plus B. So here there is one problem. You can just go through the example. Let us assume minus 1 plus of minus 3. So 0, 1 plus of minus 3. 0, 1 plus of minus 0, 3. So this 0, 3, always the second number which is there in the 2's complement format. So that is a negative number, means you can represent this in the 2's complement format. So minus 3 equivalent 2's complement format is FD. FD. So that FD added to the first number. So simply this minus, there is no need to write. Already this data is having a one bit here. This bit indicates it is a negative number. This bit indicates that is a negative number. MSB bit is always indicated the negative number. Therefore, we can add the two values. So therefore, these values you can add. So this 1 plus 1, 2, 2 it can be represented as 1, 0, binary 1, 0. Therefore, 0 here. That 0 is coming to this place. Then 1 carry. So that 1 carry here. So that carry plus 0, that is 1, and all other ones, that is we are getting 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. So like this, you can perform the addition operation. So subtraction means it is nothing but addition of the 2's complement numbers. So therefore, for example, 2 minus 5 means that 5 we can write it into its 2's complement value, and the 2's complement value can be added to the first number. So that is the general concept. Everywhere, if there is a negative number, means that you have to write it in the 2's complement format only. So for the multiplication also, it is performed in this way. For example, minus 128 minus 128. We can minus 128 is 80. 80 into 80. So therefore, which is equal to okay. So which is we can perform. So 80 plus 80 plus 80 divided as how many number of times? So 80 into 80. So 128 times. Okay. So like this, we can do the repeated addition. Multiplication is nothing but it is a repeated addition. So in the program also, you can keep one of the number as a count. Other number you can add for the count number of times. So that is the general process. So here various examples are there. Maybe 100 plus 100, 200 plus 200 plus divided as 400 plus 400 divided as. Sometimes we can add. All these are the example. Repeated addition. Whatever the number you want, that you can repeat for several times like that. Okay, so that is the general methodology used for the. So here also 0, 5, one positive number, one negative number, positive number, and one negative number. So this minus 5 is generally FB. So FB you can add for 0, 5 times. So this is a multiplication. FB plus FB plus FB plus FB plus FB 5 times. So this is the multiplication. Repeated addition is the process. So we can add, but in the 8051 microcontroller is concerned, there is a direct instruction for multiplication. MUL-AB. That instruction you can use. So this number you can load it in accumulator, and this number you can load it in B register. Simply you can use MUL-AB instruction. That is sufficient to multiply the numbers. So the result after multiplication, the result. So that is the lower byte of the product and the higher byte of the product. Lower byte is always in the accumulator, higher byte is in the B register. So this, the process will be carried like this. So these two first you can add, that is F6. So again this data F6 and this you can add, that you will get F1, and this F1 and this FB you can add, you will get EC. This and final data you can add. So that is E7. So E7 equivalent the, so to get this number, what is its equivalent negative means, again you can find out the 2's complement. The same way division also, we have a direct instruction for division as far as the 8051 microcontroller is concerned. There is a direct instruction for division. So div space AB, that is the instruction used for the division. So with that we can use, so here it is the procedure for the division. So this is a page. So in this paper all the details has been given. So here it is the repeated subtraction. So repeated subtraction you have to perform. So here it is a negative number minus 128 divided by 20. So 128 by 20. So that is 128 in X format it is 80. And this 20 can be 14H. The process is appearing like this. 80, subtract one time, 60. So subtraction means a 2's complement format. Again subtract like this. For each subtraction you can increment this quotient value by 1. One subtraction over, add 1. Another subtraction, add 1. Add, you can like this. So each subtraction you can compare the remainder, whether the remainder is greater than this divider or not. Dividend and divider. So therefore each time you can compare whether this is greater or equal. If it is greater or equal than this, then only you can subtract. If it is less, your carry is set to 1. Less means carry is set to 1. Stop the subtraction process. So this process you can continue for this one is 6 times, and finally the remainder is 0.8. That 0.8 is smaller than the this 14. So therefore your carry is set to 1. So in this way you can analyze the concept of the negative numbers. Now we'll see our program, the 8051 microcontroller program for the subtraction of 8-bit numbers as well as the 16-bit numbers. I will share one more slide, one more presentation. So just see this program. One minute. This is it audible, my program?
Yes, sir.
ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ కనబడుతుందా బాబు? లేబుల్ అని ORG అని ఉంది.
ఇప్పుడు ఓపెన్ అవ్వలేదు సార్, ఇందాక వచ్చింది.
ఇప్పుడు ఓపెన్ అవ్వలేదా? Is it visible now? Sir,
Yes, sir.
వినపడుతుంది కదా? Okay, right. So this is a program, assembly language program of your 8051 microcontroller. You can execute in the laboratory also. So for the subtraction of two 8-bit numbers. So for the two 8-bit numbers, first you can take your datas, maybe some location, you can take your datas here. Some 8500 one data, 8501 data, two datas you have to take. So that is a data pointer you can take. 8500 is your data pointer, and first value of this value 8500, you load some value in that place. That data you can transfer to accumulator. So whatever the data you have loaded at 8500, that data will be moved to A, because this is the instruction to transfer the data pointer location to the accumulator. MOVX A, at the rate of DPTR. And this value, this is the first data. That first data you can transfer to R0. So R0 is your first data. Then increment this data pointer, that is 8501, for the second data. That second data you can load it now. So increment DPTR, it will move to 8501. So this is the INC DPTR. So therefore in that location we have a second data. That second data you can transfer to the accumulator. So your accumulator is having the second data, and your this register R0 register is having the first data. So second data minus first data. So that is a SUBB. This is the instruction for subtraction. SUBB A comma R0. SUBB A comma R0. Subtract A comma R0. So therefore A minus R0 it will perform. After subtraction, if any carry is there, so that means any, whether borrow required or not. So based on that, this your carry will be set to 1. If any carry is generated, so that there is another register R5. So initial value that R5 must be loaded with some 0. So initially clear that R5 value, because nothing is there in initially. But after subtraction, any carry generated, it will move to, if no carry, no problem. Simply jump to this place. If there is any carry, you can increment this R5. So then move DPTR. So load some location of the data pointer to store this result. So where we want to store our results? 9001 location, 9001. So therefore in 9001, data pointer is loaded with 9001. This result A minus R0 value, that will be there in the accumulator. So that accumulator contents you can transfer to this 9001 location. Accumulator contents you can transfer, that is MOVX at the rate of DPTR comma A. So it is accumulated to data pointer. Here this is data pointer to the accumulator, memory to accumulator. Here this is accumulator to the memory, like that. Then so this carry condition also you have to store. Therefore this carry condition at R5, therefore R5 you can transfer to accumulator. So then this decrement data pointer lower byte, so that is 9000 location. The 9000 decrement means 9001 will become 9000. So we have only few minutes left. So in this few minutes we'll discuss about the other program also. This is decrement DPL, means lower byte of the data pointer. So that is 01. This 01. 01 become 00. Decrement means 01 becomes 00. So that is 9000 location. The data pointer is having a 9000. So in 9000, transfer your accumulator to the data pointer. So in the 9000 location, we have the carry conditions. 9001 location, we have a difference. What is the difference value? The subtraction, that result is called as a difference. So difference and borrow conditions will get the answers. So that, so here input means you can give the data in the location 8500, 8500 and 851, 8501. The output values means you can give the values from 9000 and 9001. These, in these locations you can check. So these values you can check for the different data inputs. You can give different data and execute the program, different data and execute the program, and will observe the result. So we have microcontroller kits. If there is any chance of physical classes from 1st July, definitely we'll conduct 1 or 2 experiments, so that we'll know how to execute the programs by using the microcontroller kits. Similarly, there is this is a multiplication program that we'll see it later. The subtraction of 16-bit numbers, we'll see. So this is the addition of 16-bit numbers. This is also important program. This is subtraction of 16-bit numbers. So this is also one of the subtraction of 16-bit numbers. So here also we have a program. So first you can subtract the 16-bit data. You can separate the lower byte of the data and the higher byte of the data. First you can either subtract or add. For example, 16-bit addition, you can add the first lower bytes, and any carry generated in the first lower bytes, in the lower byte addition, that carry is considered in the addition of the higher bytes. That is a 16-bit addition. You will see that program also here. This is the 16-bit addition. So in the 16-bit addition, first what we'll do, we can add the first 2 numbers. Later addition of this one, addition of the higher bytes, you can use addition with carry. Addition with carry instruction you can use. Similarly, in the subtraction also, in the 16-bit subtraction, you can use subtraction here for both without borrow or with borrow. Without borrow means the borrow is 0. That will not affect in the subtraction process. But if there is any borrow we have considered, that borrow must be reflected in the subtraction process. So therefore, first you can subtract the lower bytes. First you can subtract the lower bytes of the data. After subtracting that, that is a lower byte of the difference. First lower byte of the difference. In the addition, it is a lower byte of the sum. Lower byte of the sum or lower byte of the subtraction. In that situation, normally in the addition there is no carry. We are not considering any carry in the lower byte addition, because somewhere we have a carry condition. Initially you can clear that carry. Initially clear the carry bit by resetting clear C, clear carry. So that carry bit will be cleared. So therefore, without considering the carry condition, first you can add the lower bytes in the addition, or without considering the borrow, you can subtract the lower bytes. But while adding the higher bytes or subtracting the higher bytes, you must consider the condition of the borrow. That is very, very important aspect in the 16-bit addition or in the 16-bit subtraction. So after this, you can just analyze the program. So your starting of the program is 8000. In 8503, we have a data 8503. So 8503, here you can give inputs 8503 04 05 06 dash. First, you can give your lower bytes of the first two data. So you can see. So 8503, that first data you can transfer to the accumulator. So that is get the lower byte from 8503H, lower byte of the first data. That you can transfer to R1. Okay. So, but where is the lower byte of the second data? That is 8501. So 8501, 8502, 8503, 8504. So 4 locations required because it is a 16-bit subtraction, 1 byte for one memory location, 1 byte for one location. 16-bit data means it has 2 bytes. So therefore 2 locations required. So 8501, 8502. Those are the 2 different data. 8503 and 8504, another 2 data like that. So here, this is the lower byte of one data, then 8502. So this is the, again, data pointer is this, that you can transfer to A. So A is having the lower byte of the first data, and R1 is having the lower byte of the second data. A is having the lower byte of the first data, R1 is having the lower byte of the second data. Then you can use SUBB A, R1, subtract. So subtraction is, it is nothing but addition of 2's complement method. That R1 must be converted into 2's complement format. Okay. So then after one process is over, then you can this location, the difference is in the accumulator. That accumulator contents you can store it in a new memory, that is 9002. So first lower byte of the sum is moved to 9002. Next, for the subtraction of the higher bytes, that is 8502 is the higher byte of the second data, that you can transfer to A and you can shift it to R2. So R2 is having the higher byte of the second data. Then 8500, it is the higher byte of the first data. So again subtract. So in this subtraction, we can consider the borrow condition. So in the, again, after final addition or final subtraction, we can check the condition of the carry again. That is to check the borrow. If any borrow required for that, because we cannot subtract the higher number from the lower number. So lower from higher is not possible. Therefore, in that condition, borrow is required. You take the borrow. So the borrow must be considered. So if no borrow required, no need to increment this. If there is any borrow, you can increment this R7. So like that again, after subtraction, so subtraction is over here. So check the carry condition, then store the results. So where we have to store 9001. So this one is 9000. 9002. 9002 is the lower byte. Here it is the higher byte. So accumulator is transferred to this one. So again decrement this, that will 9001 become 9000. So this is a borrow condition.